Hello, Survivor Now podcast. This is the greatest podcast. We were just talking about this is the greatest podcast in all the nation. I am Will West, snubbed on Survivor 50. Join with me, of course, is the illustrious Josh Elliott Pickel. Josh, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. This is a good episode. I'm very excited to talk about it.
This was a terrible episode. Thanks, Josh. Josh from Fantasy Tribe. How are you doing today?
I am great, Will. Thanks for having me on. I've been a big fan of Survivor Now for a really long time, so this is really awesome just to get to come on today, and I can't wait to hash it out with you guys.
Oh, don't worry. We got Josh squared. This is the Stocks. Good afternoon, Josh times 2.
Yes.
No, you're gonna fit in real well here because from what I've heard, you have a lot of disagreements. You disagree a lot.
Yeah.
I even heard some crackpot takes from our good friend Josh here. We'll talk about Charlie soon. But Josh, how are you enjoying just Survivor 50, episode 2 in particular, but also just kind of Survivor Mania? It's not back, but the joys of watching Survivor and being a fan and like the online discourse and the whole shebang is back, and that's always a fun time.
Oh yeah, no, this has been an insane past 2 months, to be honest. I got to go to both the New Jersey and the New York Idol hunt, so like the build up for 50 was awesome. So many Survivor fans, and you can say what you want about the online community, whatever. But there's so many nice people in the Survivor. Yeah, what was it?
That's what I'm saying. Like the people are nice.
So
I mean, people argue. Yeah. It's always fun to argue with people.
But it's from the heart. It's out of passion and love for the thing.
We all love the show. Like we all, we bully Josh Pickel for fun here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm just bully candidate number 1, but it's okay. I have the idol.
There you go.
Yes, the idol guy.
But yeah, no, just going to the idol hunts. I got to go to my first Bryce and Wendell event as well. That we met Josh.
Yes,
that was really
so much fun.
When did you go?
Well, we went to the New York premiere one.
Oh, premiere. Oh, okay.
Same one we went to, Will, but it's just they always have a premiere and a finale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I had people that went to the premiere. I was just making sure that I didn't like run into you during the finale, and I'm a bad Survivor podcast.
You're good. If you're going to the finale, I'll probably see you there.
Oh, I'll see you at the finale. Hell yeah! All right,
nice.
So here, this is the real point of Survivor Now. Stockwatch. We just arrange meetings. Me and Josh, we just look for friends here.
There we go. We're gonna make fun.
Anywho. But we're glad that you're having a fun time being part of the Survivor community. I honestly think the Survivor online space, it can be a little toxic. People complain a little too much. I think Joe should have been on Survivor 50 between all 3 of us. But I think when it comes down to it, it's honestly genuinely one of the best online spaces around.
Mm-hmm.
So hell yeah to Survivor.
The positivity always shines through rather than the negativity. There's always going to be negative people everywhere. It's the all the love that we have for the show that really shines through. So I'm not concerned about the toxicity.
Oh yeah, toxicity, schmoxicity. Am I right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we're making up words now. We're getting started. Survivor Now, Stockwatch, Return of the Graphics, me and Josh.
We need a new photo. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
When we see each other finale, we're gonna need to get an updated photo. I don't like how I have literally I'm wearing the same thing.
On the flow, I just noticed.
Hey buddy.
Yeah, this is an old picture of us. My hair.
Was it 48? Yeah, that's 40.
Yeah, because we didn't see picture 49 because you hate me, Josh. I said, hey Josh. And you were like, what? I'm sorry.
Wow.
Anywho, guys.
All right, I'm gonna pull up my
record. We're just gonna get started. I don't know why it showed the old slide. I thought I hid that.
Oh, look at those stocks. I like it.
Yeah. Josh, I have you as red. Purple is going to be the average. I am, of course, good color. I don't know what I'm hearing. Sounds like someone's washing their hands. But Savannah played a game. She did her best. She was never really going to make it far. Do we think she can return in the future, however, despite getting 22nd out of 24 and being the third boot?
Probably not. That's just my opinion. I mean, look, Savannah's a great player. Savannah won the season, then kind of like fell off in the second season. I feel if you're gonna bring a winner back, let it be somebody who's really done something with the game. I personally, when it came to this season, felt that the stronger winners were always Kyle and D. I feel that Savannah won her season, but also was really protected in a strong alliance. But when it came to returning players, it's the people who go far in those returning seasons that I feel are the better players. And it's that consistency that I think we're going to see get rewarded in the end.
Oh, yeah. Josh, how do you feel about Savannah?
This is our first disagreement. I thoroughly disagree. And I think it goes back to her season to start. You know, people forget that her, Rizzo, and Sophie were down 3-7. Like,
Yeah.
they accomplished a lot. And for some reason, I don't know if this speaks more to her cast on 49 or her individually, but she had people pressed. Like, they couldn't even answer her questions. So I think she is absolutely, brings the entertainment value. I do agree with you. She's not, in my opinion, she's not on the level of like new era winners like D, Kyle, and Rachel. But I think she's absolutely a great game player, and I think she absolutely brings the entertainment. So I really hope they bring Savannah back for us because she's great. I love her.
Battle of the Joshes. Josh looks like he's ready to attack other Josh.
No, I agree with Holly in the chat too. Savannah was an unknown, and I was more thinking about what's the comparison between Savannah and Rizzo this game, right? Savannah was on, in my opinion, even though Sela keeps going to tribal, that's the tribe to beat. I feel that they are way more cohesive and strong. They're together. They're united. Like, there is a very clear-cut group there. But Savannah didn't make the cut. And from what we saw, Rick was calling out a lot of what Savannah had. Savannah should not have hid that she had the advantage. I just think that there's too many big sharks. You know, when you're on a tribe with Rick, with Christian, with Sari, with Ozzy, like, you're playing with some big players. Those are some of the best you can play with.
I also think, I saw in her post-exit interviews, she said she came out to 49 to win. And then she came out to 50 to like have fun and play, just play and experience it. And I think, you talk about the advantage she got. She said she just went on the journey just to, because she wanted to. She was like, I don't know how long I'm going to be here, so I want to get the most out of this and make sure I do something. So I think that mindset definitely portrayed in her gameplay. I was actually shocked. I thought she was going to go much further than Rizzo would. So the fact that she's out so early, that shocked me. But she did say she was duoing up with Jenna. So it seems like her and Jenna were just on the outs on that orange tribe from the beginning, which I'm not saying rigged at all, but putting Emily, Christian, and Devins on the same starting tribe, I do have a gripe with that. That is quite the decision by production. So, yeah, everyone else on that tribe definitely came in there with a little bit of a disadvantage, I think, because of that. And yeah, I think Savannah and Jenna definitely paid the price more than anybody.
Yeah, I feel like they could have swapped one person from Vatu and put Emily on Vatu, because I feel like Vatu's got a lot of strength.
Yeah,
but they need some more brains. I feel they need like somebody who's strictly a strategist.
Oh yeah.
But that's all I have to say on Savannah, really.
Maybe if she just revealed that she had a vote block, that realistically is not the advantage of of a lifetime. That is not like a game changer. But at the same time, too, I agree with Jay. Like, she would have been voted out early anyways, because it's not only just Rick Devens, Emily, and Christian that we are worrying about. And I forgot to switch accounts. Thank you, Zans. It is also the Ozzy and Sari pregame as well. I mean, even if they didn't like totally pregame, they are still from Micronesia. Like, what are we doing here? And now they're allies. Like, it's fair.
Yeah.
But it is always rough for the people who get voted out so early. But I don't know. I think Savannah came in kind of just being a wild card in a season full of wild cards already. They got Q to worry about. They got an old Colby coach to worry about. They didn't have a lot of room for Savannah. And it's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
But are y'all ready to get to the main meat and potatoes?
Yes. I am ready. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Josh, you're ready to hate this. I'm talking to both of you.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
We got Chrissy Hoffbeck, number 21.
So I don't know. I'm gonna add these stats on here because it's not on here. Also, Chrissy compared to last week's ranking was one of two of our biggest drops.
Yeah.
It was not a good stock to hold on to. Chrissy actually dropped 7 spots from our last ranking, and she is at the bottom. It was not a good episode.
Yeah. I think this is going to be the one thing that we all can agree on. I think no matter how you slice it, it is just a bad episode for Chrissy. Josh, like, do you have any light you'd like to shine?
We I said we were gonna disagree. She is my rank number 20, so we are spot on to start here. She was my 21 last week, so we did disagree a little bit in terms of I just did not like how she started the game, which shocked me because I think she's on my fantasy tribes team. Literally, I thought she was gonna kick ass this season, so I was very, very shocked. But yeah, I'm not confident in the way Chrissy's playing right now. I think the tribe swap coming is actually that's gonna help her, hopefully. But yeah, no. And also, she got put on a younger tribe. I think her tribe was the one with 5 new era.
I don't blame. No, that for me, that's where I have to disagree because Charlie actually answered one of my biggest questions this episode. Charlie, you have Chrissy. This could be like Chrissy's original season where she had a number 1. She could trust a younger player who they can both, come together and really make a strong alliance in this game. I told myself, why is Charlie not working with Chrissy? And he explained that. Yeah. And now I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Chrissy's not in a good spot. If Charlie's not even biting on Chrissy right now, that's not good. It was
the mothering segment for me. That was that told us everything we had to know. It's like, especially when you got people like Dee, Camilla, and Tiff on your island, bro. They do not want you to yeah. So I'm not, and I would love to hang out with Chrissy, but I get how that crew maybe isn't specifically for her. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we all love Chrissy Hoffbeck here. I think her problem, like we all been saying, it's just it's nothing. Her only bit of screen time she got this episode was just the Mother Chrissy segment. That was it. Like, she didn't get a confessional, she didn't get a moment. She was just invisible except for 3 people in her tribe who don't like her.
Yeah.
That is not conducive to Chrissy Hoffbeck being a player who never gets voted out in Survivor history, being a losing finalist into winner. That is just not how they're going to edit that kind of player. So we apologize to you, Chrissy Hoffbeck.
I will say this about the edit this season. And I think this is unique to this season because we have 24 people here. I think a lot of stuff, like, the Chrissy thing with the mom thing. Yes, that's the only thing we got from her this episode. I think they got to give us something from that green or the teal tribe, whatever we want to call them.
Yeah.
And I think it could mean absolutely nothing in the future, because there's so many people. They're gonna, Tiff has gotten, I think, 1 confessional in the past 2 episodes. So I don't necessarily think that means Tiff's just gonna go home because she's, irrelevant confessionally. So like, but I hope not. But yeah, I think I do think it's not necessarily a terrible thing that we're not seeing some people so far, just because there's so many people, so many stories to tell. So I'm really hoping that Chrissy can find her footing come the tribe swap, can come more professionals can come her way. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We wish Chrissy Hoffbeck good luck.
Yeah.
Just like we pray that Angelina Keeley also does better and gets further and gets something going on in this season, because what is she doing?
Nothing.
She had 3 confessionals. Y'all remember those 3 confessionals?
Nope.
She talked about blackjack.
Yeah.
I mean, Angelina showed this episode, they made a whole point about her not helping out with the tribe. She was part of it. It was Angelina and Rizzo that I specifically remembered. And with my rankings, I mean, I was talking, with the both of you before why I ranked Q and Colby at the bottom. It's just that they don't have a vote. But the 2 people that are right above is Angelina and Chrissy. They were the only 2 people that were very clear cut on the bottom players that either, they obviously have a vote, but people are looking at them. I know Aubrey's one of them, but she's got an idol now. So yeah, Aubrey's running the show. So, Angelina definitely deserves this spot. It's not been a good first 2 episodes. Even look at our stock ranking. We haven't really changed. We haven't really changed in the first 2.
No. I got Angelina ranked at 18. So again, your 18.5 is right on with me. And yeah, no, I think I had her ranked pretty low last week as well. She's just not doing much. I think this tribe swap could help her. I think she's gonna be with her David versus Goliath people. So that could be very interesting. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, no, I agree with you guys completely. She's not doing much for us right now. And I'm very scared for her game.
Ollie is so funny in the chat. Those people are mad. They can't be like Angelina.
The funniest part is too, Angelina still has a vote. Cole, he doesn't have a vote. Q didn't have a vote. Yeah, no. I think the 0 confessional players are the players that we'll see way more. They'll get their shine either during the merge or during the swap. It's not really a death sentence, except for the fact that to win Survivor now, you do need a confessional every episode. So it's like if you're on the winner season, right? If you're on the Legends season 50, and you get no screen time in an episode, like especially in kind of just a run of the mill episode like this one, wasn't anything too crazy outside of saying Kyle's now gone. Getting 0 confessionals. No bueno. No bueno.
I agree.
And am I the only one who wishes that Christian gave Angelina the boomerang idol? Did y'all hear that in the episode? He was like laughing about it.
Yeah, actually, Aubrey's a better pick.
Aubrey was
for Christian, because Christian, I can see say, she can go home with the idol, but also this would be a really great ally to have. I think it's a good mixture of both. I am not opposed that he sent it to. I thought he could have sent it to Emily too. Oh no, he's on Emily's tribe. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm kind of curious. You know what? I think they're definitely thinking about this too. It has to be taken into consideration that everyone's gonna know what the boomerang idol is by merge. So if you get to merge and someone finds out you sent them a boomerang idol, it's like, that wasn't very nice of you. Like you're trying to get me out of here. Or, you could look at it different ways, but it's almost like, okay, who do I send this to that won't take it as an insult, as a I'm coming for you. So I feel like they have to think about that too. And I think in that regard, Aubrey's a great choice.
Yeah. Even then, it's like you're still giving an idol to someone. You got to make sure that doesn't come back to bite you. It can't be someone that you see voting out in the foreseeable future, because you want to put them in a position where like you are with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. If you get a boomerang idol, do you want the person to use it, or you want it to come back to you? Like, is it
I want it to come back to me.
You want it back to you.
Oh yeah, I would send. See, here's the thing: if I'm Christian, right, don't tell anybody about it. Okay, I'm just gonna send it to Aubrey. I'm not gonna talk about it when we're on the tribe. If I get on a tribe swap with her, got her, got her. I'd say I'm gonna be your closest ally. I'm gonna do everything I can to be your number one. I'll tell you if the idol needs to be played. Blindside. Go.
Blindside.
I completely agree, Josh. And I actually think it's very interesting that neither person who found it has kept it a secret yet. I think this is the idol you keep the secret more than anything.
Christian should have kept it a secret.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want that to come and bite you in the butt, because if somebody else can use that to your advantage, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
You don't even have an idol to have to hide either. So you could easily keep it a secret.
Yeah.
And you get everything about I love the boomerang.
Christian telling Devins about it though gave us to Devins planting the fake at Tribal.
You're right.
So I think that is going to be worth. I think that's going to pay in dividends.
Well, yeah, they're definitely probably the tightest alliance. I think Christian and Rick are probably tighter than with each other than Emily, even though Emily's kind of involved in that.
Yeah, part of me thinks it could just be pre-gamey, like, you know, with all love and care, but that's also kind of the nature of Returnee player seasons. I think honestly, like, I don't know. I think the rules of Survivor are kind of different when it's returning, because there is a level of just like they all know each other anyways. Exactly. So it's kind of hard to play Survivor knowing that. Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, multiple of them have played, like, you know, Dwight's Blood on the Clock Tower together. They've played the real Rob Has a Podcast games together. So, you know, they not only know each other, but they've played together. Like,
oh yeah, it's a slippery time to be sure. Anywho, we're gonna move right along from Angelina. Sorry, Angelina. Maybe we'll get more confessionals and screen time next episode. Ask production. And now we got Tiffany Nicole Irvin at number 19. Y'all remember preseason? Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Tiffany's winning Survivor 50. Pack it up. It's over. We don't need to see anything." Y'all remember that? I remember that. Look at Tiffany now. One confessional across 2 episodes. It's nothing. One bit of content, completely invisible. Josh's, whoever wants to start can go first. How do you feel about Tiffany right now? Tiffany's not good.
I don't have much. I don't think I have anything to say about Tiffany. We did not see Tiffany at all this season. I don't think I can really talk about it. I don't know what alliances she's in. I don't know what's going on Kahlo besides Coach and Jonathan's little fishing expedition. That's it. So I don't really have much. I don't have anything to say. I'm so sorry, Tiffany. Is a quiet episode, but we do need time to blow up for you.
I got Tiff at 11. So I'm not as low on her as some people are, and I absolutely understand why you guys are where you are. But yeah, I mean, we got the alliance with her, Dee, and Camilla, which I think can be very strong if they're able to stay together down the road. And yeah, now the one thing you told me earlier you hadn't seen the tribe swap tribes. I think she might be the most screwed by that out of everybody. So I'm very afraid for Tiff.
Who are you talking? Tiff?
Yeah, she got the worst. I think she got the worst.
I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to rank that.
It's not great.
It always sucks because, like, you know, this is the first 2 episodes. These are our rankings, and then this ranking is going to be completely different next week.
Yeah,
it's gonna be all over the place.
Oh yeah,
it's hard to project too. I'll tell you what about this tribe swap. Usually, you could look at a tribe swap and be like, oh, okay, like this is probably gonna happen, you know, like, or this person's in trouble. If not, then this person's in trouble. It's pretty easy to predict what's about to happen. Not this one. I mean, like, Tiff's in trouble, but by no means there's no majorities on any tribe. This is crazy tribe swap. So I'm very excited for next week.
I'm not now. I don't even want to look at it. Now I'm going to wait for Wednesday.
Yeah, I think Tiff still could do well. We'll see.
Yeah.
Tiffany getting booted after the swap.
Hope not.
Gemini is also saying disappointed about Tiffany and Camilla, but we didn't hear a lot from Callow as a whole. Yeah, there's still 20 people to like edit around and edit for, and so many important storylines and players that we need to hear about now. And a possible Caleb majority on New Zealand.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, no, it's hard to comment on Tiffany. I think we'll see more, at least. Like, she will blow up. I don't think they're going to let anyone go with like one confessional, two confessionals. Everyone's going to have a moment and resolve, except Kyle didn't really have any because, Kyle got out the way he did. But even like Savannah got her a moment. So who is to say? Moving along to also Camilla. Matt Chat aren't confessionals, so she still has 0. Nice moment with Kyle, though.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still nothing to say about Camilla, unless y'all have anything to say.
No, not much. Camilla's in the same boat as me. Like, there's a lot of people on Kahlo who just have not gotten any content at all. Like, there's not much to go off of until we really see where they're at strategically.
It happens when you're on a tribe with Jonathan.
Right? I'm actually surprised for the lack of content, and this is the tribe that still has all their tribe mates. You would hope that they would get some content, but I guess they're kumbaya right now.
No, I got Camilla at 12, which is I actually have her grouped in with Tiff. So I think they're right, playing the same thing and getting the same amount of edit. So again, she could be really great in 2-3 episodes. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I was surprised that there wasn't a confessional from Camilla talking about Kyle after the challenge. That was my biggest surprise. Usually too, like especially if a player of importance, no offense to Camilla, like if it was Christian who lost Rick Devens like that, Christian would definitely like get his giant confessional, like, let me tell you about Rick Devens. Rick Devens is a good man. Camilla would have, and like has a confessional out there in the world where she's like, Kyle going might be great for my game, but it shucks. She didn't have that.
Yeah,
I think that is important.
Regardless, I do think Camilla is absolutely, her and then Rizzo are the two biggest beneficiaries of Kyle leaving, like by a lot.
Oh yeah,
Camilla's number 1, 100%. Yeah.
So big deal for her.
Good point, Will. Thanks, Jay. I love having an alt on my other monitor. It's great. Anywho, moving along.
All right.
Charlie.
So Charlie, for
another
us,
Caleb member.
Yeah, for us, Charlie is actually a top 3 stock coming into this week. Charlie went up 5 spots compared to last week. We had it ranked last. The only reason why I think he went up was there's nowhere else to go, and there's a lot of people who went right under him. I don't think it's a good episode for Charlie. All he talked about was what he thought about the whole Coach Mike situation, and then went on to Chrissy. I'm not seeing the same Charlie that we saw in 46. I'm not. I saw a strategist in 46. I have received nothing. And it's really scary that you don't see it like an actual alliance. Like, we know the alliance on Sela. We know the alliance on Batu is when Kahlo gets separated and they got to go to tribal. Do we think that this is going to be just a complete collapse? Because I feel like they're going to just fall apart.
I think the possibility, sorry to cut you off, Josh.
Yeah.
Is none of the dynamics really matter on Kahlo anyways. And because they all made swap anyways, all of their real dynamics and the people they really want to work with will happen on the swaps. And that's probably why we haven't, because Kahlo, they have it easy. It's only been 2 episodes. Jonathan's been fishing a whole bunch anyways. There's been nothing to really like talk about. And because there hasn't been a game to play, that's why the three women, the D, Tiffany, and Camilla alliance, they haven't done anything because there's been no game to play. That's why a gamer like Charlie hasn't been able to play because there hasn't been a game to play. He's gotten 1 confessional in the episode, 3 overall.
Okay.
I'll make a note. Josh, I know you talked to us pre-show that you were high on Charlie. What's going on with Charlie?
All right. So I
Down.
I don't understand y'all's hate for Charlie here. I had him ranked number 1 last week, which was so funny. Y'all had him 22. So I will explain this in a second. I have him ranked 5 this week or 4. 4. So here's the thing. Here's how I looked at Kahlo after episode 1, right? There was 3 alliances there. You got the Coach Christie alliance. You got the 3 New Era girls, D, Tiff, and Camilla. And then you had Mike White, who walked up to Charlie and was like, hey, can you strategize for me? Thank you. And like there. Now, Mike White was my number 2. I actually think that Charlie-Mike White duo is the scariest one in the game, whether these people know it or not, because they're going to be so low-key and so loved by everybody because they're both very likable people. And yeah, I could see them going very far together. And to your point, Josh, I don't think we're seeing the same Charlie. And I love this Charlie. I think Charlie was a little too just fun, or I don't want to say like childish, like and not in a mean way, like he was immature. Like he was almost like he's very much like an adult and a man right now. Like he's very focused, it seems. Last time he seemed like, you know, I'm on Survivor. This is amazing. And I want to do well, but I also want to have fun. Like, nah, this is a business trip for Charlie this time.
You want to see what this is where my head would be at when it comes to this. People on returning seasons, when it's their second time to play, you know what's the number one thing that they do? Mm-hmm. They say, how can I switch up from last game? And they play a completely different game instead of realizing if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because Charlie can come up and say, hey, I want you to know that you're getting this. You know what you're getting with me. You know what you're getting with me. You're getting Charlie, right? Everybody's seen the season. At least you know what you're getting with me, but play with me. Play with me. Because Charlie is a great player. I just don't think that we're getting that much from Charlie because, you know, we all saw what he did. You had number 1, you slit her throat.
Yeah.
You've been planning that for weeks. Nobody wants to play with somebody who's their first season, they were ready to cut their number 1.
To Will's point, I think the confessional thing, especially with this Kahlo tribe, is so hard to read because, I mean, if I'm on the Kahlo tribe and I see Jonathan, I'm not mentioning a name until we're for sure going to tribal because I'm assuming we're not going to tribal. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Secondly,
I
just think I think to what I was saying before, I think Charlie, I do think it was broken. I think Charlie's good enough to get to the end of the game and figure out how to maneuver that regardless of he could do that how he was playing last time or this time. I think what he's trying to do this time is more so like garner respect. Whereas last time, I think he was trying to win off of likability. I think this time he's trying to win like, I played a good game. I'm going to go to the end and I'm going to speak my case. And I think y'all are going to give it to me in that way. And maybe I'm wrong. I just love what I'm seeing from Charlie so far. And I think, him and Mike White, whoo! And Mike White's the perfect one to go to the end. I don't care. They're not giving the millionaire $1 million. It's not going to happen.
Exactly. So. Plus, everyone wants to go in the White Lotus anyways.
That's what I think. Yeah.
So,
He's just kind of there.
The only thing I'd like about Charlie is that he did have a confessional where he was like, you know, you can't play the same strategy. I know where I excel at, but like you got to switch it up. And so that makes me think that Charlie right now is just playing as hands-off as humanly possible, taking a Richard Hatch All-Stars approach per chance. The only thing I'm afraid of is that I really want Charlie to be aware of the threat level that he currently is. Charlie is one of the biggest threats in Survivor 50 right now. He's a new era strategic beast. He is someone that Sari Fields is going to be like, hey, we need Charlie gone. Like at a merge or if they're together in the swap, I don't remember if they are or not. Like Charlie should be worried of a lot of the old school players because they are all they will know of Charlie is this guy has brains. We need him out, except for like Coach and maybe Jonathan. I don't know what kind of thing they got going on, but we'll talk more about Coach later on. But you know, I don't blame you for saying that Charlie is in a good spot because he could be. It's just I don't see enough Charlie and I see a lot of everyone else, and I don't like unknown variables in my Survivor Now Stockwatch. So that's kind of the deal with Charlie, I think. Don't y'all think?
Well, I actually thoroughly agree with everything you said. In terms of the Richard Hatch had it, especially. That's a great pull from the law. But yeah, no, that's very fair. So.
Do we think Charlie's the new Richard Hatch? I think so.
No.
Anywho, we got Q Burdett. Quiet episode for Q. Only 4 confessionals for Q. That's really bad for Q. Actually, Q usually gets like 30 an episode.
He doesn't have a vote. I'm surprised he ranked him at 7.
Yeah, because he's playing a good game
with no vote.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he has no vote. It's Q Burdett. Okay, this guy asked to get voted out, and he's survived.
So I got him at 10.
Okay.
And
what show are we watching, guys? Are we watching Survivor 50?
Yes.
God, I don't think it matters if you lost your vote for one episode, for one thing, if you still have the majority. And Colby and Q lost their vote, but along came Rizzo. He's like, well, I'll scare you right into your alliance and give you guys the majority again.
Look at Bruce. Look at Bruce. He's laughing.
I don't know how true this is. I don't have the stats in front of me. But another thing is, like, I think actually the rate at which people we lost Will.
It's all good. Let's just keep the conversation.
Yeah, no, the rate at which we lose people or people go home when they lose their vote is like very low. Like you'd think it would be worse. So like it's actually not the worst thing in the world. And then you don't have to like vote for anybody, which again isn't terrible.
No, I love Q. Like I am probably one of the biggest Q fans there is out there. He was a huge player for me when 46 came out. And I mean, I like the people who are kind of a little cocky. People who come in, play really hard, really. I mean, Q is just great TV. I'd say like if you consider Edge of Extinction, New Era, Rick and Q are probably my favorite players from then till now. I just like the people who are loud, who are like just ready to give you the best confessional there is. I love it.
Do you think he's playing the same way? Because I think he's way more chilled out this season and like actually trying to like really win this thing.
But he's still same Q.
You think?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he could be playing a different strategy, but he's still showing the same old Q. I feel like the personality doesn't really go. Mm-hmm. And I would have liked to see Q dial it back a little bit because I don't know. It might rub off different tone of energy. I would agree with that, Bruce. He's definitely toned back, but I still see the same Q. I need to see more gameplay from him. I want to see what he does with this no vote. I want to see if he can really build, trust with people. Mm-hmm. He's just tough to rank. He has a major alliance on his tribe where 2 people don't have a vote, himself included.
Yeah. I loved his thing with Kyle. I thought they were going to go real far, so that was sad to see. But I think Q is playing a great game so far. And I think also because of the way he is, I think he's going to be underestimated later in the game. And I think it's going to work to his advantage real well. So I'm high on Q.
Yeah. He's definitely way more mellow while still being the same Q Burdett that we all know and love. Mm-hmm. Like he is the same Q. Like he's still one of the best narrators you'll ever see. But I'm surprised with how well he's like mingling in with the old schoolers and new schoolers. I did not have an alliance of Genevieve, Q, Colby, and Stephanie LaGrossa like as like the main power dynamic on Vatu on day one Vatu. Like I don't know how swap be damned, losing votes be damned. Day one, the Q and Colby and Genevieve were the power players. I think that's special, no matter how you slice them.
And also to add to this, compared to last week, Q is Tiffany. Tiffany was our first player who didn't move their spot. Tiffany was ranked 19 last week. Q is our second. He's still dormant at 16.
Mainly because of just how big the gap is between me and Josh. Because Josh,
I keep ranking him. I rank him at the bottom. To me,
give him the lowest.
I gave him the lowest. I gave him 21.
Oh, Josh.
Colby's 20, but Q's 21 for me. I just don't see I don't think he's in a good spot.
Will, have you given your 21st yet?
My 21st, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yes, my 21st was Tiffany.
Oh.
No, it was Chrissy. It was Chrissy.
Ooh, this is a very diverse group.
How is it not? No. How is it not Joe? We'll get to him when we get to him. But
Joe's a little higher, but I can't put it at the end yet.
Yeah, you can blame Joe being high on Josh.
I can't.
It's actually a really interesting thing, a phenomenon I've noticed with the stocks. We'll talk about it later. I know why Joe's high. Up next, we got Mike White though.
Abs count.
Yeah, every time they mention his abs, I'm increasing the counter. They've mentioned it twice, so there's nothing else going on, Kylo guys. Okay, you know what it's like to have nothing to say about Mike White. It's sad.
Yeah, I don't have
upset about it.
True.
We love.
I feel like this has always been Mike White. Mike White just comes in. He has a good time. He isn't really shown playing the game until he needs to play the game. So, I mean, I think this is just where we're at. Mike's just kind of vibing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happens, and I feel coming into this, Mike definitely knows his place. He knows that people are going to be looking at him in a particular way, but that can either hurt him or help him. So I think he's kind of figuring it out. He wants to, at least that's what I think he's thinking, is that he wants to figure it out, see who really wants to play with him and or who really wants to get on White Lotus.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope that Mike White, if he plays the game, like the winning game, that they give it to him. That's all I can say. Because, I don't think it should be about the money, especially this season. So that's all I hope, is because I agree with you guys completely. He's in the let's eat cake first phase of his game. It's not time to play yet for him, so he can chill. But I really hope if he plays well come merge, because he's gonna make it, that they give him votes at the end. So
if it's a 10-person jury, Mike should just say, listen, I'm playing here for the title. If all of you just want the $100,000, split it 10 ways, go for it. Take it.
The rules.
You guys get paid. It's like second place for all of you. Just let me have the title.
Facts.
Or if he wants to win, he could be like, if you want a full speaking role on White Lotus, vote me to win.
That would be great.
He introduces 5 new characters. I think that's great.
That's great.
And he's leaving all the strategy to Charlie. Yeah, that's kind of Mike's bread and butter. He can get away with it because he's just so funny and likable, and he's got that natural social game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's very easy for him to just walk in onto an island. 100K, I am in.
That's what I'm saying, Bruce. I would bribe him. I would say 100K, each of you 10 jurors. Let's count them all. All right, I'd win the money. I get the money. I get it all in cash. I'd start handing it out. Here's your cut.
A direct violation of the rules.
Just give me the title. That's all I want.
Anywho,
I think Mike's just doing it. I think he said this too. He's like, I'm just playing Survivor just because just to do it. I think that was his first season, right? He said, I just want to play Survivor because I love it, and I want to say that I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
He wanted to win Survivor and win an Emmy, a Grammy. What did they win? I don't know.
Well, no, it's not Tommy. It's not Tony's and not Grammys. He's playing for Emmys, for TV shows, but if he makes a movie, it's an Oscar.
Okay.
Golden Globe, maybe. Whatever.
Golden Globe. I only know World Series baseball. Babe Ruth.
There you go.
Anyway.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. Do you have anything else about?
I just feel bad because one of the most biggest things I've seen on the internet the first 2 weeks of Survivor has been like, oh, Mike, why didn't everyone else train like Mike White did and get big abs? And I'm like, bro, this guy is on the Jason Momoa,
Yeah,
the Hollywood workout schedule right now. Of course he came out there with abs, which good for him.
That's what I'm saying. You're in LA. You have the best personal out there. I'm sorry.
Right there.
Of course, he's gonna come in with $1 million body.
Yeah.
I'm in a band. I know Grammys. You think my band's getting Grammys, Gemini? We appreciate the love.
One day, Will. One day.
One day. Yeah, no, like Mike White, he's also rich and he's a director, so he can kind of just do whatever he wants. Like, it's Mike White. That guy does not exist or live on any plane. That guy is just a specter.
No,
just hanging out just because it's fun.
They say celebrity is like the hardest thing to be as a celebrity is to be famous over multiple generations. I'm like, this guy's been famous for 30 years at this point. 30, 40 years. Mike White's so famous.
Mike White is just that guy.
He is.
Anywho, y'all want to talk about Stephanie LaGrossa, who also got 0 confessionals this episode?
Yeah, it was a quiet episode. She actually went down 2 rankings, but where did I rank Stephanie? Well, it's up there. It's 8. I like Stephanie. I have her high. I mean, she's a strong player. She's the one player who I personally feel is playing a different game. I know Stephanie, who's cutthroat, who's always like super in it. Like, I'm willing to show you guys, like, I'm here to compete. And all I remember when I think of Stephanie is how she would keep telling her tribe in Palau, I'm here to win. I want to make sure that we win. She was so focused on winning in her seasons. And now I feel like she's taken a step back. She's not being the personality that's kind of clouding everyone, that's like just so out there and so forward. I think she got put on a good tribe, having, a tribe that's more with the old school mentality, I would say. You got Angelina, you got Aubrey. These are players I would play the old school way, not this new era version of Survivor. Because I feel like new era's alliances are key, but old era's strategy is key, and loyalty and playing with some form of integrity is key. And I think you have that. I mean, I think it's a good tribe. I'm upset that she's moving down, but we can't control it.
Yeah.
I
Josh,
got
what are your thoughts?
I got Steph at 7. So me and Josh are right in the same spot there. And yeah, to his point as well, I think, the Steph we saw in Palau and then Guatemala and then Heroes vs. Villains was very, I don't want to say adversarial, but like a little bit, like she wasn't, yeah. And then now it just seems like she's very social, which she's just in a different point in her life. And honestly, now with Jenna gone, you could say Steph, Colby too, I guess. They're just so removed from who they were when we first met them. That's very interesting to watch these people now in just completely different areas of life, acting completely differently. Colby being like a dad now to Rizzo was just so, that's just not the Colby we're used to, Last time we saw him, he was very down and out on himself, in a bad position. Now it's like, yeah, let me help this younger kid out. It was like, whoa. So I'm really, really enjoying that out of the OG, superstars and Steph and Colby. And yeah, I think she's in a good spot. I don't think she's going to go for a while, even if, her alliance is down and out. I still think she won't be the first one to go. And she's a strong woman. She could absolutely win a lot of challenges. And yeah, we'll see. She's an OG. Who wouldn't want to work with Steph? And I know the stuff out there about it, but yeah, I think out there on that island, she is pretty well loved right now, and I think she has a strong game for it.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem with Steph and just Vatu as a tribe is that we kind of know we don't know the actual like hierarchy of like what's really going on Vatu. We are hearing and we're getting everything from the perspective of one central alliance and one outsider, right? Like we'll hear a little, we get the main nexus of information from Genevieve, and then Colby and Q, they're supporting characters. We didn't hear from Steph this episode.
No.
Steph played a role in distract Aubrey, search her bag, but we didn't hear what she was doing or her involvement. She didn't get a confessional like, "Oh, I used my social game." I think that's why I'm still very low on Stephanie at the end of the day, because it's like, yes, I think right now she could be in a good spot, but because we're not hearing about it, like her only confessionals from last time were just like, "Hey, I want to be great." I it could happen. I just don't see it, and I need to see it to believe it. Is where I'm at with Stephanie LaGrossa Kendrick.
It's very valid.
Thank you. This is the most wholesome podcast. Like we're all accepting each other's differences. Josh is still like yelling at me, but like that's fine.
I'm gonna yell at you about this next player. I'll tell you that.
About the next player,
Yep.
is there anything left over about Stephanie LaGrossa that we want to talk about?
I'll save it for another week. I think we just really need to see some more. This episode was very quiet, but I don't think that Stephanie, I do not think Stephanie's in a bad spot. I don't. I think she has a vote and she's in that alliance. I think she will have a lot of control. It's other people on that tribe who I'm worried about, because the last thing I will say is here are my rankings for just Vatu. Colby and Q are at the bottom. Genevieve is the next. Only reason why is because Aubrey and her are having trouble. Aubrey has an idol. So they might be gearing up for Aubrey to idol out Genevieve. Just saying.
That might be a little crackpot.
That's not crackpot. Oh, that's not crackpot. No. That's
Yeah, I thought Will was being generous, saying a little.
I mean, like maybe, but I feel like that I'm gonna regret saying this, because I feel like if I talk about that, then it's going to happen for real. I think that's a little too on the nose. I think they are trying to set that up intentionally. No, I don't know. They are on the same tribe. That is what I'll say. They are on the same swab tribe. Knowing that.
Oh, so they are. Okay, that's happening.
That's fine. Don't call me.
Oh, they are. I didn't even realize.
Ooh,
But it's still Genevieve. It's still Genevieve.
let me just rub my crystal ball.
Genevieve. Okay, so you want Genevieve out episode 3?
I think it's
That's what you're advocating for?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna say, if you have Genevieve, sell her now. That's my stock sell. Sell Genevieve ASAP. Like, if they're promoting a feud and one of them just got an idol, that's not good. That's really not good. I would highly recommend sell Genevieve. Sell her.
Sell Genevieve.
All right. Well, I'll bring that up when Genevieve comes up. Sorry, I went off track.
My God.
This
Josh,
is what I want to pick a bone with.
Josh, why do you have D?
Wait,
Also, I did not mean to put
D
22.
is not 4 for me. D is ranked as my number 9 pick.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I accidentally left the old school, the old graphs, because I had D at number 9, or at number 9, number 16.
Yeah.
Your stock it seems like your stock graph is correct though.
Yeah, the little graph.
So yeah, no, D actually went up 2 spots from last week. D was ranked 15 last week, but I don't know what all the hate is about D. D's in a good spot. I still think with all that's going on in Kahlo, D's not the name mentioned. It's Chrissy. And what?
I'm sorry. Finish. I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
I told Will.
It's okay.
I told Will this last week. There are 2 people that cannot go on that tribe. It's D and Jonathan.
All right, so I think 3 different people have already mentioned D's name, which is crazy. And yeah, I like her alliance with Camilla and Tiff. Where do I got D? I got D. Yeah, I got D at 19.
Yeah.
He's just being mentioned.
Way too high. Am I like,
bro? There's only one winner left. The two winners are already gone. She is definitely going to be looked at and like, all right, well, might as well just finish the job here.
But here's why D is like the best winner in the new era because she's going to get through that.
13 is too high.
I think D and Rachel, absolutely. I just don't think this game. I think it's honestly sucks how they looked at the winners coming into this, or at least on D's tribe. Now
he's going to see Emily and he's going to say, "Hi, Emily. Remember me from 45?"
If anything, if you're Emily, I kind of want D gone too, because that's one less connection to me that people are sussing out.
What was the quote? I swear, if you give any money to that boy, I swear I'll come to Miami and take it from you. What was it?
Yeah, the Austin.
That was it.
Yeah.
What I will say about D. I want y'all to be on the lookout next episode, right? If there is a confessional about D being the last winner remaining, if she gets a little moment after the reward challenge or after the swap where she's like, I'm the last winner, I need to lock in, then I will be like, I see where D is coming from. But if we don't get that confessional from D, that's an immediate sell right there. That is like one of those, like, you need to hear for that. Because the situation is that we were talking about who the winner of Survivor 50 is. And if D is a 2-time winner, right? Because with Josh's rankings, she's number 9, the 9th best chance or the most win equity to be a 2-time winner. I think she would get shown more than 2 short one-off confessionals in the first 2 episodes about how old Coach is.
I think this season is going to be different. I do think this season is going to be different. I think that because this season is bigger, and this is the first time that U.S. Survivor has done this, they're going to try and downplay the winner. I think that there's a lot of bringing up players who aren't going to be as successful. Like right now, it's all about Q. It's all about Colby. You know, it was about Savannah for a little bit, but then that whole Sela alliance. I mean, I think that they're pushing up the bigger players in the beginning, and it's not going to be until like the merge. I think the merge is going to be 14. I think it's going to be at 14. I think it's going to be like 14, 13. No, maybe like 15. Like earn your merge. 14 is the official merge.
You know what I could see? I just thought of this. I could see this season's winner. Obviously, it depends on what kind of game they play. If they play the most out there game and everyone sees everything, then it's going to be very exciting and whatever. But I could see this season's winner getting a very like game changers Sarah Lacina edit, where we didn't even really see Sarah in the pre-merge like at all. I mean, obviously the Zeke thing, but we didn't get much of Sarah until final 10, final 11, when her group started to take over. So yeah, I mean, to that point, there's so many narrators this season, and like they know like you can't go wrong with who you give us. We're gonna be happy about it. So yeah, they're gonna. These are the episodes where the winner may be quiet and maybe getting a confessional or two, because it's like, well, we got Christian crapping his pants, so we're gonna show that instead. So yeah, I absolutely agree with that, Josh.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I think it's still like the confessional thing. It kind of matters when all of the issues compound on each other. Like D getting one confessional in a vacuum isn't really like anything. It is just 2 episodes. It is also the fact that yesterday was the premiere of season 50, right? Like I feel like the winner would still be at least a little more visible during the premiere. I'm not totally I'm not like, yeah, D has no chance, but like D, it's not looking good, and D's in one of the worst positions edgically, because the way that she does win and her path of getting there, her edit needs to do a very, very immediate 180, and it needs to lock in right now.
Yeah.
Will's right. Ed isn't good for a 2-time winner.
I will say, D is on Jonathan's tribe again. So that's a position to be in, regardless of who's in your alliance. But
they also have Rizzo and Sari. So
it's true. I did see that. I was like, Jonathan's and Camilla. So the Jonathan theory is going to get tested here. We'll see in these next couple episodes.
Oh, yeah. Anywho, is there anything left to say about D? No. I feel like again, there's not much to really say. And we're pretty close to being halfway done, guys. We're close.
Yes. Joe was the second of 2 who dropped significantly. Like I said, Chrissy and Joe were our 2 biggest drops. They both dropped 7 spots compared to last week. This is not looking good. But, I ranked Joe a lot higher. I do think that even though he's on the bottom of his tribe, Joe is somebody who can definitely mesh with a lot of other people on this. He is the lowest ranking Sela member, but I do think that there are other people on other tribes in worse positions. So at least, I'm glad that we have the winner lower than Joe, but Joe definitely can make those lines.
Josh, what's your Joe take?
So yes, Joe is my 21. Last week I had Joe at 14. And I have Joe actually grouped in with Jonathan. So I'll speak. I just feel like both of them, and I'll speak on Jonathan in a second because he's explicitly said the otherwise, but I think both of them are playing like very much the same type of game that they were playing before. And they could literally say they're not all they want. Now I'll give Jonathan a little more grace. He's saying he was chilling with Boston Rob and getting strategy talks. So like, I'd like to see how that comes to fruition. Not confident, but I'd like to see. But Joe is playing the exact same game that he played in 48, except the only difference now is that he knows that he can be lied to. Doesn't mean it's going to change the results, but now he knows what he didn't know before. So, yeah, I am. And then the second thing was the blow up. And that whole fight, it's Savannah's exit interview. She's talking about how it was much bigger than it was shown on TV. And then 2, I don't know if you guys follow the 48 cast. I love Say especially, but I follow a decent amount of them. And she was talking about how this is kind of what they hid on season 48 because of how they wanted to portray him. And I don't know if that's true or not, but just based on the couple different accounts we're getting, I think Joe isn't exactly who he's painted to be on Survivor. And I think he's a little more, like what we saw in episode 2. And yeah, I just don't think that has much of any chance of winning Survivor at all. It might get him a little far. He might get real far being dragged because like people are like, well, no one's gonna vote for this guy. But yeah, I'm not confident Joe can win this game at all.
Yeah, I do really like how much of a challenge he's been putting up for the strategic minds of like Christian, Emily, Devin, Suri, like some of the smartest brains to play Survivor, and Joe is just stonewalling them hard. And I agree with Ollie. Like the swab can help Joe, and then it's a new game because Joe is going to be the one. So he's meeting all new people he doesn't know. He's not meeting up with Camilla, and it's only 2 other new Arrow people. So he is a little outnumbered, but I don't know. I think he's going to meet up with Coach, and that's what I'm really excited for.
I've thought of Joe as an old Arrow player this whole time.
Oh yeah. Anywho, we're gonna move along to Colby Donaldson.
Oh wow.
Old Cowboy is playing a hard game.
Yeah. Our next 2 players have not moved spots. Colby is one of those. He has been at 11 since last week.
Mm-hmm. Mainly because I have him at number 3 and Josh has him at number 21. And so it makes it a little hard to you have D over Colby.
I do. D has a vote. D He has a
Okay.
vote right
Okay,
now.
and then Kobe survives the first tribal council. They vote
And
out,
then Kobe will skyrocket up when he
And
has
then-
his vote back.
and then they vote out Rizzo,
Oh well.
and then Rizzo's not on there. I
Yeah,
opted Rocco. Don't mind that. Did not mean to do that. I don't know, Josh. Where do you view Colby? Because I feel like there's, no matter what, you're in the middle between me and Josh.
I am in the middle here. I got Colby at 8. So I think he's playing awesome. And actually, I wouldn't have said this coming into the season, but I actually would love to see Colby win this game. It would be, obviously, for Survivor lore, it might be the greatest result possible from this season, just to go from a season 2 bringing the wrong person to the end and losing to winning season 50 would just be absolute insanity. But yeah, I think his social is perfect. He's filling that dad / mentor / I'm an OG. Like, he's filling that role perfectly. Everyone likes him. And oh my God, him carrying the snake. Oh my God, he was.
Oh yeah.
Season 2, Colby was back. So yeah, I love him seeing that at Colby. Everything. I hope he doesn't get screwed by the swap. But yeah, no, the vote loss doesn't matter to me, especially pre-merge. I think they'll get around that early. And I think once that happens, then Josh will probably be right up around us because he's playing great right now. I love it.
I just hope he doesn't get swap screwed. I really hope he doesn't get swap screwed. I really hope he doesn't get voted out because of a loss advantage. That's been the meme going on because Colby's the old school guy. Yeah. I don't want that to happen though. I really want Colby to stay. Because I agree with you, Josh. I think Colby winning is the single best single player arc and narrative in Survivor lore. Even over Boston Rob. Just heroes versus villains to now. What were you going to say?
I would say the only arguable person is Suri, which is absolutely an argument. But yeah, no, yeah.
But that's just a legacy thing.
Yeah.
Anywho, is there anything else about Colby? I feel like Colby and Vatu, they had an interesting episode, but outside of the bag stealing, which we'll get to when we talk about Genevieve.
Yo, I think Colby actually marked a new line in Survivor, where the second Colby was like, "Want to look through it?" or whatever he said. The way he said it was so very nefarious. I think it's officially okay to look in someone's bag now. You can't. Colby, of all people, Mr. Honor guy, himself wanted to look through the bag. Now you can't be mad if someone looked through your bag. Don't keep stuff in your bag.
Yep.
But yeah, no, the one thing I want to say about Colby, and this is so niche and probably won't bite him, but when he lost the vote on the journey with Savannah, he was pretty adamant that Savannah didn't get anything from it. If you leave on a boat before the person who just beat you in something, and you don't leave at the same time, that person absolutely got an advantage. Absolutely. Why would you think they didn't? So I read that online. That is not an original thought by me, but I absolutely agree with that. And so to that point, I mean, you got to think when you're out there, you got to think about what production is doing and why, and the game design. And I think I was a little upset he didn't catch that. So I feel maybe I would like his head in the game a little more from that perspective. But that's very nitpicking. So yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's just Colby Donaldson.
Yeah. He none of this stuff existed when he was doing it. So
I want to rewatch Australian Outback, but are we ready to move along to the man from New York?
R.I.Z.
R.I.Z. G.O.D. Rizgad. Yeah, we have Rizzo at 10. This was a bad episode for Rizzo. That's just him. He's just him. I don't know how.
Why was it a bad episode for Rizzo?
I thought it was more positive. It was more on the positive side because he was being involved in the queue and in Colby discussion. I thought that was a big highlight. I don't see how it's any bad for his episode this week.
And then he was called lazy.
Oh well.
Yeah, he was called lazy, but then brought in by the same person who called him lazy.
No,
You brought in first, called lazy after, Josh.
Oh well.
I've
No, no.
gotten to talk to Rizzo a little bit. I love Rizzo, Riz
We
God.
all do.
And yeah, but I disagree with him. You gotta go pick up some logs, brother. You can't.
Like a rule, like if you ever walk away from camp, you should come back with some sticks.
Yeah, like bro, it doesn't even, not even like from a game perspective, just from a decency perspective. Like, you're all living in the same camp, sleeping on stuff that someone built. Like, pitch your fair share of work. I don't know. That's just how I see that. But regardless, yeah, I thought this episode was all about Rizzo replacing Kyle's position. And Kyle, you could have argued, was in the best position in the game. And so now it's like, okay, Rizzo, to all of these lost votes that you keep bringing up, Josh, it's like, we need, and first of all, the way that Q and Colby presented that to him was wild, because they were like, yeah, so we lost our votes and you have all the power. We need you to save us, buddy. And it's like, dude, you don't tell him that. Like, just, I wouldn't have even told him about the lost votes. I would have just been like, come on in. You know, he's a new era player. He'll get over it. But yeah, no, it seems like he wants to work with them, so it worked out. But yeah, I think Rizzo, I mean, we're getting the swap, so we'll see what happens with him. But if we weren't getting the swap, I felt Rizzo was in the absolute best position on that tribe. He was the middleman. You know, he was going to get to choose. So, I mean, could have argued Arbery with that idol, but yeah.
You could. The only thing with Rizzo is that it's just, it is the narrative that he's setting for himself, where he's like, as long as people like the perception of me, if I can change that for the better, then I'm in a good spot. He said that at the start of the episode, and then later on, people are like, this Rizzo guy is lazy. I don't like him. And so it is just the fact that there was that negativity on top of already establishing the narrative. I think that is deadly. He's just number 11 because there's just so many people who have gotten truly nothing, where like he swaps, gets a redemption story, is like, oh, I realize I failed. I need to lock in again. And then he locks in again. Rizzo could be cooked.
Who is he going? Let me see the tribe he's going. Oh, he is alone. He's with 6 new people on the next tribe he's on. So
yeah,
someone who no one knows, and then being in a situation like that is
That's
not
always good. No, it's good to be in the middle of 2 because now you're the swing.
fair. Well, that's the tribe
Rizzo's
we're on
in the
before.
spot.
That's the one tribe with a majority on it. They have 4 of the old teal people, and then Rizzo, and then 2 orange. So
Someone from Teal Flips.
could be. But yeah, no, he's definitely, especially with Savannah gone now, like he is just alone. He's the one person that no one knows. He's like one of the only 20-year-olds on the cast, very much older than him. So yeah, he's gonna have to do some work. But we believe in Riz God. We believe in him. So
y'all love Riz God here.
Yeah, I got him at 6. So I think he can do it.
Hell yeah, we love the Rizzo God here. I'm hoping for the best for Rizzo. It's this. I felt like this was still a bad episode, but this was a good episode for Aubrey Bracco. Godspeed, Aubrey.
Aubrey was stock of the week. Aubrey went up 11 spots. So everybody who's playing the game who had Aubrey hit. I was one of them, but my points don't count. I just do them for fun. But I had Aubrey this week, and Aubrey had an episode. This was a great episode for Aubrey. I know it started off really bad. I was watching TV and I was like, ooh, with this bag thing, Aubrey is getting looked at. This is not good. But you know what? Don't search the bag before the idol is given. They searched it too soon.
Wild timing.
As if they had any knowledge, any way to know.
Yeah.
Well, if you know about once you know about the boomerang idol, you should start searching bags again.
Yeah, just keep doing it over and over and over.
So I mean, that could come at like, they could be like, well, we searched your bag, but you didn't know. So we'll see. I had Aubrey 22 last week. She was by far my lowest person.
I don't blame you for that.
What was it?
I don't blame you for that.
Yeah.
What do you have Aubrey now?
I have Aubrey at 16 right now. So the way I do these rankings for myself, I separate them into 3 like sub plots. And the first one's top tier, The second one is doing well but not set up currently. And then the last one is in trouble. And I got Aubrey at the very top of my in trouble list. I think she's doing a lot better than some of the other people who are in trouble. But I mean, you can have an idol all you want. If you're in a bad position, you're still kind of screwed, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. The swap absolutely helps her. Absolutely. She's probably benefiting more than anyone from that. So oh yeah, I don't know.
BJ.
But yeah, I think Aubrey she's doing better than she was last week, but I still don't think she's doing that well. So
yeah, no, I think it's really contingent on what the next episode looks like. I think it's going to determine whether or not she really makes a deep run.
Mhm.
It is very possible that like, you know, this episode starts and she's like the main character, and like this episode kind of wraps around Aubrey, right? And I'm hoping for a comeback from Aubrey. I actually wouldn't mind if Aubrey won. Anyone who had a disappointing last season coming back and winning this season, I'm a big fan of. So that's why I'm really rooting for like Aubrey and Colby. But like I don't know. I think Aubrey's going to make a lot of waves and will right some wrongs she had from Co Wrong, but I think she's still not going to reach that level of dominance she reached in Co Wrong.
I was just confused by her conversation with Genevieve last week. And they're still on the same tribe with the swap, so I'm we'll see how that manifests. But yeah, I don't understand. Either we weren't shown something and we're missing context, and that's why it fell off, or like I don't know where she's coming from right now and like what she was trying to do with that, and therefore like what's good with her social game at the moment. But yeah, I need to see more from Aubrey because right now, I mean, she could do better, but I'm not confident in her position in this game.
Yeah, socially she's in an interesting spot, but the power is what she has.
Yeah.
But
yeah, to that point, all she gotta do is find Christian. All she gotta do is find her people, find her nerd alliance.
Oh
and
yeah,
you could take she'll fit right in. So yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Moving along. We got Benjamin Coach Wade.
Coach.
Do people take Coach seriously?
No.
Do they?
No.
But like, do they?
I think Coach took all the grace that he was awarded by all of these other castaways in the preseason. I don't know if you watched or read their preseason interviews, but all of them were eating Coach up. They all wanted to work with him. And that one moment with Ozzy on the mat, I think threw it all away. And I think Ozzy put it right to him. He's playing the South Pacific game again. And if he does with this cast, the same thing will happen. He will get 0 votes at the end. So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Jonathan is mentioned to like coach this episode, right? Like I think Charlie could have a good relationship with Coach. It was kind of shown briefly last episode. Like I think people aren't taking him seriously, so he's still able to mask the fact that he's still playing the game and that he's still a game player. I think this episode could be a good setup episode. It was very small. He only had the one moment, but like the one Callow moment we got this episode was about Coach trying to swim, not doing so good. And he's like, hey, I'm full of holes. I need to be, more aware of this and more careful. That could be the start of a Coach win. I'm just saying.
And there's not much to go off of. It's just the same old narrative. I have trouble with ranking these Callow members because there's just not much to go off of.
Oh yeah, no, it's difficult. It's hard. I don't really have much else to say about Coach outside of that.
Yeah. So I think he could get like to the end. If this was rankings based off of who's gonna get the furthest, then I would have him almost at the top. Yeah. But I think his win equity is down. So it's tough to rank him.
It is indeed. Anything else about Coach we want to? No. Hi, Genevieve.
Yay.
Another small episode from Genevieve, the power player. Only got one real moment, and that was checking the bag. She kept apologizing about it. That was pretty Canadian of her. Do we think Genevieve is going to survive? Oh my god.
Spoilers.
My fault. See, I hate the UI of StreamYard, but that's okay. Yeah, Genevieve. How is Genevieve doing, y'all? She doing good?
I still have an issue with who she gave her advantage to last week. I think Ozzy was still not a good pick, especially now that we're seeing what's happening. Ozzy has a lot of power, so in the long run, I don't think it was a good pick. I have her ranked pretty low on her Vatu tribe. She's just above Colby Q and Angelina, but I don't think she's got much power at all. I think she's, I don't know. She's in a weird spot for me.
She is. Genevieve is an odd duck.
I got Genevieve at oh no, sorry.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
I got Genevieve at 9. And I would have said I would have said 2 hours into episode 1, Genevieve is like maybe at the top of my list, and then Kyle got medevaced, and that hurt her game, obviously. And now after this episode, again with that tribe, obviously they're not even going to get to vote now, but with that tribe having the majority in the minority with the loss of votes, I mean, who knew what was going to happen there? For me, Genevieve, it almost goes back to like where everyone was preseason. I was very big on the Genevieve and Tiff train. I think they're going to do really, really well. And maybe not with Tiff as much because of a couple things we were talking about before, but with Genevieve, I'm still right there. I think she's still a super competent player. I did not mind the giving it to Ozzy, and who knows what that'll turn into. That maybe that'll connect them, and then he'll be like, I need allies, So, yeah, I mean, is she playing the best game right now? No, but I don't think she's over threatening to anybody. And I think she has a lot of longevity possibility, and I think that she could absolutely win if she gets to the end and can argue her points. So yeah, I love Genevieve.
We all love Genevieve here.
Canadian queen.
Jonathan's
the second most visible person on Kahlo, and he's gotten the exact amount of screen time I would have expected him to grab and get. So that's awesome about Kahlo. Sarcasm. He is different. He is playing the game same but different. He understands his role and how people view him, but he's being a little different. Do we like Jonathan so far? Do we think he's in a good spot? Like, obviously, he's like safe no matter what. He's always going to make it far. Like, he's always going to be a pre-merge ally.
Yeah,
but do you think he's going to change his strategy this time?
I wish we saw more of like him connecting with like a player, like having a relationship with Mike, like something similar to that. But we're not seeing much from anything, despite what you said, Will, just the typical things that we'd expect from Jonathan.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what I said this before. I want to see what he's doing with his Boston Rob, learning what he learned from Rob. I have him ranked 13. I just think he's doing this, regardless of what he wants. He's going to be slotted into that same category as he will probably always be slotted into for as many times as he plays Survivor, which is I can't get rid of this guy pre-merge. He's going to bring me to every immunity. So I why would I? And then post-merge, it's like, okay, why keep him around? He could win challenges. If he's in your alliance, great. We'll see if he's gotten better. But in 42, he definitely didn't have the best social game. So I think that will bite him. And yeah, it's just like this might be the most stereotypical Castaway in terms of big guy wins you challenges in the beginning, gets to merge. Everyone wants to get rid of him. Like, I don't think there's a more someone who fits that better. It's him.
Yeah, maybe even Suri, but just replace the social game with the physical strength.
Yeah,
because that's how people view Suri.
I'm not even like, I like Jonathan. I'm not like the biggest Jonathan fan, but I would live for a Jonathan Suri alliance because they're about to be on the same tribe. I think that would actually be really, really, really interesting if he like went after and like was like, "Yo, let's work together." And Suri was like, "Yes." So he has potential. That's why I got him at 13. But I think once it comes to the end game, it's like it's gonna be tough for him.
Oh yeah. Anywho, we're gonna move along now.
Will, do you think now would be a good time to?
Yeah.
So I'd like to apologize to the stream. I have a doctor's appointment at 2:50, so I do have to go. But I am going to remind all of you guys, we are playing a Stockwatch market game. Each week you pick 3 players, and if they rise, you gain that many rise points added to your total score. If they fall, you lose that many points. And at the end of the season, the person with the most accumulated points we're thinking like multiple people will be up for the prize. Maybe a little final tribal council. We don't know. We're going to work out the kinks, see how it works. But there are some people that I do want to shout out, especially since we did have a lot of selections. So Will, do you want me to share our scores?
Yes.
Absolutely. So Will, I think we need to reevaluate how to play the game because one of your picks was Christian, and Christian didn't go anywhere. He stayed the same.
Yeah.
You picked Coach and Chrissy.
I forgot who
Both of them went down a total of 9 points, so you're at -9 right now. I picked D, Angelina, and Aubrey. D and Angelina canceled each other out. Aubrey got 11 for me, so that's 9 points. It doesn't matter for us because we are not playing, but I would like to announce the top 5 that we have. In first, we have Luke. He scored 14 with Aubrey, Camilla, and Q. We have our very own Kara from Survivor Now. Kara is currently in second place and is our first investor of the week. Kara had all 3 picks go positive, with Ozzy at 5, Rick with 1, and Charlie with 5 for a total of 11 points. Our third place is Josh here from Fantasy Tribes. Josh, another investor of the week. You scored 10 points with all in the positives. You had Emily with 3 points, Mike with 2, and Charlie with 5. And for our last 2, we have a tie for 4th place, both with 9 points. We have Diana, who is going to be our third and last investor of the week since all picks were in the positive. It's D with 2, Mike with 2, and Charlie with 5. We also have Brandon Haycock with 9 points. He picked Colby, Stephanie with -2, and Aubrey with 11. So those are our top 5 players, our investors of the week. And to finish, like I said, we have the QR code. We also have a link in the description of this video. It should be there. It should say like Google Forms, Stockwatch Market Challenge 2. Read the description. Those that are playing might have a little clue to something somewhere hidden without. And for me, the top stocks, I mean, Aubrey, we had some falls with Joe and Chrissy. If I had to look at this rank and give you guys a buy low, sell high, I'm probably selling Genevieve. I'm definitely going to sell Genevieve high. Genevieve's ranked number 7. And I think she's going to drop significantly next episode. Based on the conversations we had here, I think Joe is looking like a good candidate for a buy low. I mean, this is probably the lowest you're going to get, Joe, if we see how he normally plays at. I don't know. But those are the picks. Maybe Stephanie I'd put at a buy low too, ranked at 14. I think Stephanie can definitely skyrocket there. So that's all I have. It is not too late to play the game. Please, please, please send in your picks. You have all week. The market does close as soon as the episode airs. So get in those picks and let's play for that prize, y'all. Thanks so much. And get on with the rest of the stocks. Have a great day, y'all.
Bye, Josh.
Thank you
for having us. Bye.
All right. Sorry about that. This guy loves his doctor's appointments. We won't keep it too longer. We only have we got 5 more people to talk about. They're like the most involved people, but it won't be too much.
Yeah.
Emily Flippin, small episode. I don't know what other Josh is doing, ranking her 15th out of 24th. I think she's in a good spot, honestly. Like, she doesn't need a lot to be in a good position. She did tell Suri about wanting to put Ozzy, but Suri is also not the kind of player to react like that and immediately go like, hey, I need Emily gone for saying Ozzy's name. Suri's way more cool, calm, collected like that.
I actually think it was really important that Suri had that pro cons conversation with Emily. I could see them two actually linking up and Suri eventually dropping Ozzy for Emily.
Yeah.
And I could see Emily dropping Christian and Devins for Suri.
I wouldn't go that far.
We'll see. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we'll see. I have Emily at 1. Like, she is my winner right now. Yeah, I love what I'm seeing from Emily. Longevity wise, competence wise, win equity, just everything. And entertainment. She's very entertaining and a pleasure to watch. So yeah, I am very, very high on Emily.
The first time in Stockwatch history anyone had Emily at number 1.
Ooh.
Because we started the show during technically it was during 44, but we didn't really get into it until 45.
Okay.
And so I'm getting a little bit of nostalgia talking about Emily Flippin, seeing charts about Emily Flippin.
Yeah.
Survivor's back.
We do love our financial analysts. So.
And +2, this is a take I've been seeing on the internet, but the whole the fact that she's giving a name to people and the fact that Ozzy is the safest name to just throw out willy-nilly, because it's like Ozzy will always be a threat and people will always say his name. And again, because he's with Suri's not going to overplay.
Yeah.
People are saying that Emily right now is just hiding her threat level by saying Ozzy's name. I don't know how much of that is true and how much of that is just her wanting to tell people that she wants Ozzy out just because Emily's just that guy and just goaded like that.
See, whether or not she's doing that, that's a great point. In that, I do agree that's how it would work that way if she was. I don't think she's doing that. I think she wants to get rid of Ozzy. But I also I think it's okay to say a name. I mean, you're right, Ozzy's name out of everybody, but it's okay to say a name and that person not go home immediately. If you're in that spot, it's almost helping her build bridges and make more relationships with people. So I mean, we'll see how it goes. But I'm very confident in Emily's game right now. She is.
Me too. Oh yeah, Emily's great. And I wish Bruce was still here to give input and insight.
Oh, yeah, true.
We love Bruce here. And then we got Ozzy, Ozman, Mr. Oscar. This is a great episode.
Yeah. I love what Ozzy's giving Oscar this season is giving us. Yeah, no, it's funny. I used to characterize Ozzy's seasons as he got a little less digestible. It's just a little. I was like, eh. And then Coach was every time he got a little more digestible. But now it's like they both went in the opposite direction. It's like Coach went back to token change Coach, and Ozzy is this might be my favorite version of Ozzy we've ever seen. This is awesome. So yeah. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say he's playing with a level of maturity and responsibility. A little bit of behind the scenes content as well. He was the most emotional person, coming back to the game, just taking it all in, understanding the gravity of the fact that Survivor 50, he's on it. The fact that we didn't see that has me a little worried, because it's we saw Mike White talk about being emotional and sappy for 50. I think Ozzy being emotional would have been amazing for character arc. So the fact that we didn't see it is something, but then also he has 21 confessionals. But let's talk about this though.
I am so happy you brought this up. I forgot for a second. Gemini. That was awesome. First of all, I actually think that was like a prudent game decision. An extra vote isn't that powerful. I mean, they already were, but you really just lock in Suri right there. And it's like, yeah, no, we're everything behind us. It's really actually behind us. Like we're besties right now. So I thought that was very smart. And I mean, I said it. Some of my friends who watch with me don't like watch. Haven't seen every season. And the second he gave it to her, I'm like, oh, that's Suri's first advantage. So yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, Ozzy, like everyone has surprised me this season. Like, there's not really a dud anymore to me. Right? Like at first I was like, oh, I don't want to see Ozzy again. I don't want to see Joe again. Like they're just going to be the same. Joe being the same has been great. Like TV.
I'm a little sick of it. I that's fair. It did give a good fight for us yesterday, but Wednesday. But Joe is the only person I would say that about. But besides that, yeah, everyone else.
But like an Ozzy on the other hand is being so different that it's even more entertaining, and he's playing the game that like people like Jonathan, they enter their like first seasons of wanting to be like, oh, I'm the gatherer, but I'm also playing the game, and then they just fall into the gatherer role where they get into their alliance and they get, they feel protected, right? Ozzy's the first person who's really taking those steps of playing strategically while also still being the gatherer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just worried about how loyal Suri actually is when push comes to shove. Suri is as loyal as can be right now at Final 22, Final 21.
God.
But Final 8, Final 7, Final 6, Final 5?
That's
you think she's still going to be loyal? She wants to win.
I think she will, as long as Ozzy keeps up his end of the bargain. Like, I think and he said it himself, his social game is like average, which is so funny that it took him 4+ seasons to realize this. Yeah. But he was like, yeah, Suri talking. I'm like, wow, I kind of suck at this. So I think if he gets himself into trouble and people want him gone for something as simple as he didn't even do it, but like someone like Emily is up as, they want him gone, then yeah, I think Suri might cut him. But I don't think she'll be like, all right, we need to get rid of Ozzy. I think it'll just be like, well, I can't save him anymore. Like I can't protect him. It's nice that he has an idol because one time she could be like, play it, but yeah, I think she'll eventually cut him, but like it'll be definitely more like begrudgingly than something she was looking forward to.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to see how Ozzy responds to like the game getting like real. Not like, oh, let's just vote out the season 1 and season 49. Let's just call it easy, guys. Like I'm waiting for Ozzy to really enter the merge, enter a bloodbath. We've been hearing, oh, it's a bloodbath. Oh, it's a bloodbath. Oh, we're just voting out people unanimously. Oh, Kyle got medevac. I don't know. But this was a good cool down episode for Ozzy. Yeah.
No, finish your point.
I was gonna say like old habits die hard. I feel like we're seeing new habits right now.
Mm-hmm.
But what were you gonna say?
Do you think he gets to merge and people start thinking, I could be Ozzy at the end? Because what'd you say? No.
Yeah.
One of my biggest Survivor, like, I think underrated skills is just being able to speak, like articulate your point. And you saw that in the 47 with Rachel and Sam. Rachel played amazing and wasn't going to lose, but Sam gave her a run for her money because of how well he was able to speak. And you've seen the other end of it, season 26 with the fans versus favorites. I think Carolyn was her name. She couldn't argue a thing at that final show. That was the one Cochran won.
Oh yeah, Sherry.
Yeah, Sherry. Thank you.
Yeah.
She had no chance. Well, you could say her game, but I mean, the way she spoke at that final was not. She did not do herself favors. So I think Ozzy. I think he could be in the same boat where it's like Ozzy's a little like rough around the edges. I actually don't know how well he'd do in a final tribal council. Like he played the best physical game maybe anyone's ever played in 13 to get and with getting to the end and still didn't win. So like I don't know. I could see it, but I understand why you don't think so as well. It is Ozzy of all people.
Yeah, the guy who gets it is.
Sari, you don't think Sari might look at Ozzy and be like, I'm definitely gonna beat Ozzy's ass at the end,
I think that, but the problem is that Serene and Ozzy, they are playing together now. So now Ozzy has a lot of stake and he can make claims of a lot of Sari's moves. Because no matter what, he's still a cog and he still knows his role well. So like Sari's like, hey, why don't we vote? Like he's still a part of the Savannah vote. Because he still has advantages in idols. And so Sari knowing that Ozzy has advantages in idols gives Sari the ability to be like, hey, I know where advantages are. I have more information than other people. Other people are going to play a little more timid. I can play more aggressive. That is Sari's line of thinking because she has Ozzy. And the fact that Ozzy is enabling that lets Ozzy have just a little bit of share. And so it's like, people on the jury who want to reward Sari's game, if Sari's not on the final bench, Ozzy's there. And people can give Ozzy the $1 million for just playing with Sari and playing a Sari-esque game. I think that's not too far out of the question.
That's a very valid argument. That's very valid.
Thank you. I just sit and think and like argue with people on Reddit. It's awesome. It's a great time.
I appreciate your logicking, Will. You've made a lot of great points and made me reconsider a lot in the past hour and a half. So I can appreciate that.
I'm trying to show you the light. I'm trying, and then we're wrong anyways. It's great. It's a fun time.
If you can convince one Josh a day, then
a Josh a day keeps the Joshes away.
There you go. That's hilarious. Oh man.
All right. Talk about Rick Devens.
Yeah. I also have Devens at 3.
Fair.
That fight with Joe wasn't great, but it seems like based on confessionals or based on exit interviews from Savannah, that was more of a Joe thing than a Devens thing.
Yeah. I do worry with how it's phrased to us because it's like, even if it was Joe's fault, like even if Joe came over and just slapped Rick Devens, just like walked up, just started beating him up, the edit can still mislead us and make it seem like Rick Devens was the one at fault regardless. And it's important to think of like, who is the bad guy the edit is trying to show us. You got a text, by the way. Oh my god.
I did, yeah. I can't mute my computer. I normally will.
No, it's all good. I don't get. But it's important to know like the way the show is editing people. In my opinion. But that said, it's still Rick Devens. Like I don't know. I don't think the people don't take Joe seriously, so Devens can kind of just get away with it.
Yeah.
I just worry about how he can handle being caught in lies in the future because he was sloppy.
That was not good at all. You got to go into those conversations ready.
Yeah. Joe of all people, like how Joe is and how he will react and respond.
And also, I disagreed with Rick. Like, why not just tell him? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, she was telling me to tell you about an alliance that you're in with me and her. Like, why would you not say that?
Joe wasn't wrong.
Yeah, but okay. I just want to speak on their move last night with the hiding the thing at the tribal council. So 2 things. 1, this has the potential to be the greatest move in Survivor history. Like I don't even think that's that. I mean, this could be nuts. The thought and the creativity that goes into this. Next level. And the fall, him saying I did it on purpose in their face, all of it. Amazing.
Mob boss.
Secondly, though, I don't know if you follow Heather on Twitter. She tweets a lot about Survivor, but she made a fantastic point. So I didn't even know this. I'm a giant Survivor fan. I did not know this. But apparently, like the first season of On Fire with Jeff Probst, his podcast, and actually, this might have been with Devins because Devins was the first host, I believe. I don't know, but yeah. Apparently, Jeff has said on Fire that they would never hide anything at Tribal Council because they do not want the castaways ripping it apart trying to look for something. So, if you're a super fan, then you might know that, and you might question the Tribal Council idol when it comes out. If I really hope it works for them, but I don't think any of them know that. And I really hope this works for Devins. And yes, he was the first on Kyra. Yeah, so I wonder if Jeff literally told that to Devins. But
oh yeah,
this has either way has the potential to be
the best move of all time.
I think so. This would be insane. Yeah. If Devins or Christian were going home and they got an entire group of Tribal to switch up the vote and do like a live Tribal and freak out. That would be insanity.
Yeah, it's not only that. It's just the game. It's just the showmanship Devins had to. Like this is Survivor. This is what we wanted from Survivor 50. People are playing hard. Like I don't think it'll work. I think this is a move that is too flashy and too cute by half. I'm doubting it. I think they are still showing it because this guy's hiding an idol at Tribal. This is hilarious. Like what? Christian falling on purpose? I don't think it'll lead to anything. I think it is just a good moment. And that's all we need to see in Survivor sometimes are good moments.
If you're right, then totally true. I'm still happy they showed it to us. But I hope you're so wrong because that it's gonna be amazing if it gets played. It's gonna be amazing. And you're right. This is exactly what Survivor 50 was supposed to be about. You know, stretching the limits, doing things that have never been done before. You know, setting precedents for future Survivor seasons. Because this is just absolute insanity. I'm still smiling ear to ear here, and they did it 2 days ago. Like, thank you for just trying. And to your point that you made about the flashy. I do agree that a move can absolutely be too flashy. Like you can piss a jury off by being, you know, like, ooh, look at me. But this is the right kind of flashy. Because it was like Christian had to fall the way he did and say what he did to like make it believable or like just be it. And step one, to your point of it not working, if it doesn't, it won't be because of step one. Because step one was perfect. It's where it's hidden, where it needs to be, and no one saw it, I don't think. And so just everything about it was perfect, everything. And yeah, as a Survivor fan, I am giddy to watch that come out. I hope it doesn't come out for like 8 episodes.
I hope like final 7, like the most important Tribal Council like of the season, like it's live.
I know Jeff would be sitting there like, yes.
Yeah.
But he couldn't say anything or react.
Even funnier if Devins already went out by then as his own jury, and it's just like Christian, and then Christian picks it up, and Devins just watching on jury. Like,
if one of them is on the jury, the entire jury is going to be watching for it every Tribal. Like, oh, please. And then when it happens, they're actually probably going to be instructed by production, like, do not react at all.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
I really hope. I hope they're not just showing it because otherwise it would have meant that Christian fell on purpose for it to not get shown. That's the only reason why I think they kept it in the episode and made it a point, even if it could be nothing, just because there's a good possibility that they never need it.
I mean, to be honest, you could not use it and then walk and pick it up at Final Tribal and be like, hey. I had this, by the way, just ready to go.
This was a real idol the whole time.
It's a move within itself already. So just the whole attempt is very impressive to me. And yeah, actually, if I was on a jury and they told me about it and they didn't even do anything with it, but just the fact that they got it down, that's impressive. Like that's really good. That's good Survivor. So yeah.
I wonder if you can make a fake idol and lie and present it at final tribal council as if it was a real idol.
Ooh.
Be like, I've had this bad boy in my pocket since day 2, never needed it, never will.
Make the reunion so crazy. Be like, oh yeah, by the way, this ain't real.
Yeah, just like a complete lie.
When you're supposed to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder if production would allow it. I don't know.
Probably. I hope Jeff Probst doesn't go like, "Hey, punk, what are you doing?"
Yeah, right.
We're moving along to Cirie Fields. I think Cirie is possessed. I think Cirie is a demon who lives on being good at Survivor.
So I got Cirie at 15. I don't. Yes. Now that's not to say that she can't win. I just don't think she's in a position of control, which, to your point, speaks to how much of a demon she is at this game, because it's crazy. How did she get what she wanted? Like how? But yeah, no, I mean, it's, things are about to change. Let me go look at her swap tribe real quick. She's on the Jonathan swap tribe. That's good. She's with Devins, Charlie, D, and Rizzo. So I think that tribe's gonna do. We'll see how they do in challenges. Actually, they can go in either way. But yeah, I don't think anyone's ever gonna let her be in the majority alliance, and she might be able to work it anyway.
Yeah,
but I just don't love her positioning in this game. Everyone knows that you can't give Cirie footing. You can keep her around, and you can't give her footing.
She already has her footing though, because she's in good with Christian, Emily, and Devins. I don't think they even really know it, but like Cirie was talking to Emily earlier. She was talking to Devins and Christian earlier. Like, I think Cirie is kind of like, she's in way more insulated than anyone realizes, and I think she's using the fact like, oh, I'm a big threat. Who's going to be afraid of little Cirie? I think she's using that right now, and I think we're seeing that because we're seeing how she's able to move throughout her tribe. It's really the swap that I'm worried about.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why you worried about the swap?
Just because it's an unknown variable. Like, people can only guess so much from pre-show and pre-swap and pre-everything. Like, people were telling me that Emily Flippin is going to play the same game she played in 45 when she first started and was not going to win. And you have her at number 1. So it's like,
no, and she's not playing the same game at all.
Exactly. She lied.
Yeah, right. I think, what was I just going to say? I lost it.
Oh my God. You can find it.
I want to find it.
Find it.
Yeah, you got, okay. Oh, I remember. Do you watch Big Brother?
I love Big Brother. It's my favorite show.
Same. Do you watch live feeds?
Yes.
Okay, so her live feed season was amazing. 1, because you got to watch her, but 2, because you really actually got to see like what goes into Cirie's social game and like how she speaks to people like throughout the day. I watched for hours that season. That was my favorite season because of her. She's just really, and I don't understand why more people aren't good at this, but she's just very good at having a nice chill conversation. And to be honest, I feel like that's what Survivor is half the time, is just being able to talk to people without, and you saw that with Devins. Like, he just fumbled the bag as soon as Joe like asked him the thing. It's like, that Cirie would never do that, because Cirie would be like, oh shit, okay, well, she said this, and so that's she's just a good, I don't even know how to say it, like, yeah, her social is so fire. Her problem now is her clout, and that's just not even something that a normal Survivor game has. But like, everyone knows Cirie, everyone knows what she could do to you. You're saying, I disagree. I think Emily, Christian, and Devins, I think they're aware and they just don't care right now. And whether they're in control or whoever's in control come merge when I think Suri gets there, eventually they're gonna be like, all right, like she's too. Because the other thing about Suri is not only is she too good and she could get rid of anybody on a dime, but she's going to beat everybody. Everyone knows this. You bring her to the end, she's winning. The reason she hasn't won is because she hasn't gotten there. So like, it behooves everyone to just be like, all right, is today the day? And it's gonna suck for the fans. I'm sure if she does get voted out, I'm sure it sucked for the castaways out there doing it. I'm sure she got the biggest round of applause, standing ovation from the jury, from everyone. I mean, what could Jeff even say at this point? Because like he gave her that during Game Changers. Got her. You're it. You are what. I think she's the GOAT, but I understand why people say she's not. She didn't win and whatever. But I think if you are playing Survivor, she is the most dangerous player out there. So I just, I don't think it's smart to keep her around. And you're thinking about the smartest Survivor players, or some of the smartest players to have ever played this game. So there's got to be no way, right? Like that's what it is. There's got to be no way.
I almost wish they put on Tom Westman just to vote out Suri one more time.
No, they should have brought Shane back.
Yeah. Oh, Greg Buis too. Just them all on there.
Yes.
Jonathan Penner.
Penner was I saw an interview today with Penner that said he was in top 50 for this.
Yeah. He was close to getting on.
Yeah.
The thing with Suri that I've always loved, and what makes her so successful is I think she understood very quickly what the game is about and what her role is to play the game. And I think all the best Survivor players, they're able to kind of use their personality and use who they are in their strategy, right? Like, Parvati is the best flirt we'll ever see in Cook Islands, Micronesia, whatever, right? Like that is Parvati's personality that she used to then bite people's heads off. Suri has that because she is able to just make conversation. Like we saw her work on Big Brother 25. A little bit of trivia too for the Survivor Now fans. We had a offshoot podcast where we covered Big Brother 25. Actually, it was a fun time. Should have been there. It was me and Matthew.
Okay.
Fun time. But Suri understands the game and she understands herself. So she's always going to be very she's always going to be a lock to make it far. It is just I feel like the more Suri plays, the more that there will come a time where people are going to go like, hey, this is our game. Like Suri, she's played a lot.
Yeah.
Like she's a good number, but that's a cheat code. And that's playing her game. So it's like, I don't know. I still think Suri's in a good spot. Even then, I'm worried to see what the swap will do. But I we love Suri. Suri. That is like a legend of the game right there.
No, to your point before when we were talking about Jonathan, I think she almost deals with the same thing in the other way. It's like she's so good at this one thing, you just can't. She's not worth it to keep around. But yeah, no, we'll see.
Oh, we will see indeed. Last but not least, Mr. Hibiki, the confessional winner with 10 whole confessionals. Crazy work, Mr. Hibiki.
I saw Sophie Bellerdi talking about him on a podcast or something. And they were asking her do you think he got new underwear? And I think she was on with Tyson, and both of them were like, I think they did give him new underwear, but Sophie was like, I would not want to be around that man because now his pants are gonna smell like shit for the rest of the. Sorry, I didn't mean to. No cursing.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
But he's gonna smell really bad for the rest of the season, which sucks because there's no way he's getting new pants, and you can wash them as much as you want. You don't got detergent; it's gonna smell like what it smelled like. So,
oh yeah, I don't think we're seeing those pants ever again.
I think we're really seeing them next episode. We'll see. But regardless, back to the move with Devins. I mean, you can't. He deserves an Emmy or an Oscar, depending on what we. Yeah, an Emmy, for the fall. I mean, that
Oh yeah.
was amazing acting. Doesn't get better. So.
Play of the season, perchance.
Oh yeah, and again, it's the fact that he said I did it. That was intentional. That just
I meant to do that.
I meant to. Yeah, that sends it from a 10 out of 10 to 100 out of 10. Like that was. He told them.
Mob boss behavior. Now
you're getting a little Gen Z for me. what's mob? I can figure that one out. Okay.
He mogged the tribe.
I don't know what mogging is. I've seen it. I don't know what mogging is.
He actor mogged. That Is he a chud? Who's the chud of the season? Would you say, Josh?
Is it? I'm a millennial. What's a chud is the like the best, right?
Yeah.
Hi, he's the man. All right. Yeah. So far, I'd say it'd have to be Christian and Suri.
All right.
Christian and Devin's move last night was A1, and then Suri's misting of people to get it off Ozzy is holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
And then quick shout out to Jonathan for literally letting his tribe climb him to win these challenges. Like,
yeah, he's insane. We've been going.
I never enjoyed I didn't not enjoy them, but like, you know, if there's my least favorite part of Survivor is definitely the challenges. Like I'm like, all right, you know, I like the social game and the tribal a lot better. But yeah. Jonathan doing challenges is absolutely entertaining to watch. Like,
yeah, you're like, dude, this guy is popping off.
Didn't know humans could do things like that. You know, stretching the boundaries. So he is very, very fun to watch.
I think the last question too I have for both you, Josh, and just like anyone left. Thanks for sticking with us, by the way. I know it's been 2 hours. We've a lot of people to talk about. Was this Christian's coronation episode? Usually, like it is a trope for the winner of a season to have an episode, usually in the mid to late merge, where the episode kind of is just about how good they are as a player. So, like, I think of the Sophie boot from Survivor Winners at War. That's like the biggest coronation episode. There's also the Kelly vote out with Survivor 45 with D as well. That was a major coronation episode where you kind of look at it, or for me as well, the Shaheen vote for Survivor 48 was kind of the final straw of like, hey, this Kyle guy is going to win the season. Usually, the way it happens is that a character will have a funny moment and then a strategic moment, or a heartfelt moment and a strategic moment, or some moment where they get really good background or character moments mixed with good strategic moments. I think Christian had that, but it's really early for that to be the case because it's two.
I actually, if anything, that makes me think that he's not going to win more. I think he's being. Now, this is a different. So, like, the way I see the editing most of the time, it's like, and this is kind of what you just said. There's usually like a final boss, right? Like they give the Ricard. I can think of Jesse. But either way, like the winner has to go through this really tough person to get through. And I don't even think Christian's like. I think there's going to be a lot of final bosses this season. And I think Christian's gonna be one of them. I think he's gonna be like an early merge final boss that they get rid of pretty early, and it's gonna be like, whoa, Christian's got okay. The entire tone of the season is now gonna change. Yeah, I would love to see the exile drop in episode 1 had me like jaw dropped. I was like, oh, like
that was so yeah, they did that so well. Oh my god,
they did. Ozzy laughing just was the cherry on top. So yes, absolutely, Gemini exile would be great. But I could see Christian going out like 10th and it being really wild, and almost like a savage type of way, because like a really big part of second chance, and then he just got ripped out of it, out of nowhere with the Kelly vote. So,
long live Andrew Savage.
Yeah, I love Andrew Savage too. His fight with Cass on Twitter was great. But what you call it? Yeah, no, I don't think it was a coronation for him. I think Christian is playing too good of a game too early. where it's gonna be like, and he's too big of a character too. People are gonna want to get rid of him. And almost to the point he made in preseason, I could see his nemesis being Charlie. Like I see when these normies and these ultra, niche smart people meet up, there's gonna be a war, a big one. There's so many characters this season that like they could literally all get together and form a majority themselves. So yeah, I'm not confident in Christian. Obviously, I agree with the number one rank. He's definitely playing the best right now, being the most entertaining. But I fear for him.
No, I'm always worried about Christian. I'm always worried for the episode 2 number 1 rank pick. I feel like that's always a position you never really want to be in unless you are so dominant. But being number 1 in especially like this, because especially with the characters being not as defined, it's still so incredibly early, but the game goes on and there's so many people that it makes it really hard to like understand where you should rank people.
I think we've spoken about this so much today, with the edit. What does it mean right now? Because like there's so many people, it's very early. And yeah, I think with this season, like, oh no, I lost it again.
You're all good. Find it, reclaim it, reclaim it, reclaim it.
I reclaim it. No, it's okay, I found it. So like someone like Tiff who got 1 in 2 episodes, that's a problem. That's too little, even for this. But I think anyone who's getting at least 1 competent player, just 1, an episode. So like you can, that's why that's what Emily's getting. We're not seeing too much of Emily, but we're getting little tidbits of Emily being like every episode she's good. She's playing well. We'll get a little reminder of that back to the other 20 people. So that's more for what I'm looking for in these early episodes. I feel like we've gotten that with Colby. And a little bit with Rizzo too. So I mean, I'm sure I could think of other people. I'm just thinking off the top of my head right now, but yeah, that's what I'm looking for. If you're completely invisible, that is a problem, like other seasons. But you can be more invisible than usual and still be fine right now. It's gonna be when we get to merge. Who are they? Who's giving us the rest of the journey? I think that'll be very, very telling. Which is gonna make Edgic impossible this season because he's side by then. But yeah, I think right now it's so tough to see. It's almost to what we were just saying. Christian or anyone getting that much of an edit, it's like a bad thing for their win equity.
Oh yeah, Ozzy currently is in the lead with 21. But he also had two confessionals this episode, and the rest coming from the episode prior.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm very weary about Christian. I don't think he's getting voted out next episode though.
No way. I think to the point with confessionals, obviously it's a little different if they're manufactured. Like Ozzy with that whole thing with Coach on that journey or whatever you want to call it, the fight for supplies. That obviously they're gonna get a bunch of confessionals, like they were doing something while everyone else was doing nothing. Same thing with the people who went on the journey. So like that's a little manufactured for Ozzy, but at the same time, like don't want that many. You don't need to hear from me that much. If I'm trying to win, I'll see you at merge, and then I'll talk to everybody on TV. So we'll see. But I'm afraid for Christian and Ozzy's of the world of this season.
Yeah, no, it is. Threat management is always the name of the game. However, because we're not seeing a lot we're seeing a lot from the big threads. Like Christian, Ozzy, and Sari are the most visible players right now, right? Like, there's not a lot of like questionable characters that are filling up screen time, so it's really hard to say right now. Like, the most I see is from like maybe Joe. Joe has been visible, but like
who's questionable on this cast?
Like Tiffany is like it's always like the what the heck kind of picks. Like the players who are good, like the hyenas, as Tony would call them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like It's a class of players that are always the most fun to look for in returning player seasons because they're always the ones with the most to prove.
Yeah.
Like Amber, like Wentworth.
Yep.
Again, that's the end of the stock, so you can go to our little game that Josh made for us. The other Josh.
Yeah.
Unless you had anything more to say about Christian, but we can kind of.
Well, I have to play this game, guys. It's a lot of fun. I played last week. Apparently, I'm top 3, but yeah, no,
negative 9 points.
I felt good about that one. So yeah, play it. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, you can see how well, the Stockwatch.
You get the prizes as well. We love the involvement.
Exactly.
But Josh, this has been quite the journey. Apologies for keeping you here for 2 hours.
No,
yeah,
bring
of course.
me back. This was so much fun. I love doing this with you guys. It's fun ranking it myself, and then getting to come on a thing and talk to people about it is even more fun. And then you guys are very, very knowledgeable about your stuff. So I've gotten to talk to Josh a little bit. I never actually got to talk to you, Will. So it's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And yeah, you know your stuff, man. That was very impressive. It's awesome.
I whole lot of autism goes into this, man.
I hyperfixate on it too, man. It's a great. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yes, sir.
So, it's real quick, man. Just want to say I would love if you checked out Fantasy Tribes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Something we've been working on for 2 years. It's fantasy football for Survivor. So if you think you know best, who's doing the best, which that's what this is all about, Stockwatch. So I think you and Josh think y'all know the best.
No, that is up my alley.
Yeah,
I'm in. Though fantasy football is bringing up some fresh wounds, man. Not cool.
I'm sorry, just a description.
You know what it's like to be first all season and then until playoffs.
I do.
I forgot who I even had. I was so mad. I almost broke my phone.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It's all good. I'm winning this season.
We got a game which specifically there was one point today I was like, I gotta tell Will about Tribal Survival. But we have one game where we created is basically you just compete against everyone on the app, and it's you pick half the cast rounded down each week. If everyone you picked doesn't go home, then you win. If they do, then you love. And yeah, that's it. You get a skip throughout the season. So if you're not confident one week, you could skip it. But yeah, no, it's I love showing this to Survivor fans. I feel like you'd eat this up. So
I'm all in. I'm so excited for it. This is the beauty about being part of Survivor Now Stockwatch. You get to like see the ins and outs.
No, but
we ain't corporate over here. We ain't Target. We ain't Facebook.
No.
Lot of love.
But no, thank you so much for bringing me on, guys. I was telling Kara and Matt and Josh when I met them in person, I love Survivor Now. Been a Survivor Now fan for a couple of years. Now I'm definitely gonna be watching Stockwatch every week from now on.
Yeah. Open invitation?
Huh?
I said open invitation.
Yes, for sure. Listen, if y'all ever don't have a guest and you want to hit me up Thursday night, Friday morning, I am there. So down. This was so much fun. But yeah, I hope people keep checking out Survivor Now. I hope we get more people on Survivor Now because this is more people watching Survivor Now because this is an awesome podcast. The way y'all do it, the way you have different episodes covering different things, it's genius. It's a great way for fans to be able to just watch stuff about the show because that's the problem. There's not enough stuff out there about Survivor right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all are bringing the people what they want. So thank you for that. You, Will, Josh, and everyone in Survivor Now, you guys are awesome. And I hope to see you all again soon. So, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Josh.
No, thank you.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you as well. Sorry to cut you off. Josh, open invitation again if you ever want to throw down. And if you ever get me your rankings before Friday morning, I can add you to you can be a part of the graphs.
Cool. Yes, I will. Yeah. I absolutely will do that next time for sure.
Oh, I'm absolutely. But yeah, no, thank you everyone watching. This has been, Will Snubbed on 50 with Josh from Fantasy Tribes. I will be checking out Fantasy Tribes. I do have to go to work soon, but no, that's kind of like what I've wanted to hear forever. Like, this is game changing for me. But yeah, I hope everyone has a happy Friday, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
Have a good weekend.
Woo!